Hi, my name is Holden Harris, and in this presentation, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use technology to enhance student learning. Let's take a look. So, what's the big idea? Strategic use of technology can enrich students' learning experiences in today's diverse educational environment. On this slide, you can see some of the key resources that I use to teach my seventh grade literacy slash reading intervention class. On the bottom left, my most important resource, which is Google Classroom. Students can access all their assignments and classroom materials through online classroom management systems such as Google Classroom. It makes it easy for me to deliver assignments to students, anything related to journaling, workbooks, activities such as quizzes and videos, anything that I want students to have access to, I can give them through Google Classroom. They all have Chromebooks in my class, and it's just very easy. For the most part, my classroom is paperless, and having everything on Google Classroom all in one place for students is just it's one of the best things to happen to education, in my opinion. The next resource that I use frequently is Class Dojo. Class Dojo helps teachers and parents stay connected, up to date on important school news and events, and motivates students through the platform's built in feedback system. So, with Class Dojo, I have all my students uploaded, they have their own account, and I can invite their parents to link up to those accounts as well. So if I ever need to contact a parent, I can send them a message. I can also post important updates about the school. Normally, important school events are posted, such as back to school night, or if there is a fall carnival or something of that nature. And it's all in one place, very friendly for parents, both parents and students, to access important news and just stay connected with their teachers. For me in particular, I also use Lexia PowerUp. And with Lexia PowerUp, students can practice their reading skills with a built in scaffolding system that meets students where they are and provides data for teachers. So, if you're not familiar with Lexia PowerUp, it basically teaches students, it is a reading intervention tool that helps scaffold students' word skills, grammar, and reading comprehension. And it also offers data to teachers so that teachers can step in and provide differentiated small group instruction to students exactly where they need it. Now, another tool that I really like over here at the top right hand side is Quizzes. Quizzes provides a fun and engaging online quiz system which keeps students competitive and motivated with rich video game inspired features. So, for example, today I had a student centered day where I offered three activities for students to work on. They had a writing assignment that they could work on, they had a reading comprehension assignment, and they also had a quiz on quizzes, which they could work on with a partner. And the particular quiz that I used covered just a specific skill, actually, point of view, which we were discussing in class. And it's just a fun system for students to practice learning. They created their own avatars, um, and they just had a lot of fun doing it, taking a quiz. So it elevates, quizzes as an assessment. It makes it a little bit more fun for students. And when I use it as a classroom game, students are competitive, and there's music playing, and there's a leaderboard and all of that. And students really love that, and it helps, for me, enhance the instruction and keeps them engaged. Another big tool for me is Google Slides. I love Google Slides. Google Slides allows teachers to create lessons and virtual notebooks slash workbooks where students can journal and complete digital lesson activities. So, as I mentioned previously, for the most part, my classroom is 100% online. It's 100% digital. And the way that I do that is I have virtual notebooks which students use, such as they have a reading journal, and a lot of the activities. If I'm going to cover a skill, I usually create a workbook and have students complete all of their assignments through Google Classroom, in Google Slides, or in Google Docs. And these activities are also able to be printed out, which I'll get to in a second. There's a way that I can make sure that there is equity in my classroom. But Google Slides is amazing. And let's go to the last resource that I use, and that would be social media. And this one's a little bit controversial for some people, but just hear me out. Social media helps teachers reach a broader audience, engage with students, and provide creative learning opportunities for those who love social apps. Now, I'm not advocating for linking up with students on your personal social media. However, I like creating and engaging with students and speaking their language. And so for me, I'm a big fan of teacher TikTok, teacher Instagram, all of that stuff, where, for example, you can offer short clips to teach skills and tricks and things like that to students. And I think that that is fun for them. And although they may think it's silly to have their teacher on social media or something like that, I think that they do learn from those types of things. And so I'm a big fan of that and an advocate for it. Now, let's talk about some challenges. And I want to address equity in technology, because with technology, you do have some challenges because not all students have technology at home. In particular, where I work, not all students have computers at home or internet. So I have to find ways around certain things. And that's why, for me, all of my resources and everything that I teach for the most part is in a blended learning environment. And I offer all of my resources in both print and digital. So, resources can be provided in both digital and print formats to accommodate students who do not have access to technology or competency with it outside of school. And I'm going to show you some examples of that in just a moment of what some of my resources look like. And um, again, all of these resources that we use in the classroom, I do print out for students as needed. And I do also give out a technology survey. It's called my student equity survey to students to see what types of technologies they do have access to, so that I can look at those things up front and make sure that whatever I'm assigning is something that they will be able to access and use. And the last thing is workshops. Technology tutorials can be embedded into instruction to help students build confidence and competency with technology. Not all students are familiar with Google Slides at the beginning of the school year, but I can guarantee you that by the end of the school year, they will know exactly how to use it. Because for my class, I do take some time out of regular instruction to offer workshops on these things so that students know how to use them. Also, make sure that I identify students in the classroom who are well versed in technology and have them help me as well in a way, so they take ownership of their learning, and actually they become sort of mentors in my classroom to help students who have trouble with technology. And I also will record YouTube tutorials for my students and post them in Google Classroom, or give them access to just wherever they're able to. To watch videos, so that they know exactly how to use the technology that I have given them, and they can, pause my videos, they can rewind and rewatch and all of that if they need to. And I don't do anything too complicated, but I do cover these things and give workshops, and I make sure that all students in my classroom are familiar with the technology. Now, as I said, I wanted to show you some examples of resources that I use. And on this next slide, you can see here is my example virtual notebook for blended learning. Now, this is only one page, but um, if I am talking about narrative writing or something like that, and we're practicing that, sometimes in the past I have given them this or that worksheets, and this is what it looks like. And you can see, actually, I format my Google Slides so that they are the exact same size as a normal letter size paper, so that these can be printed out if need be and stapled together, and I send them home with students. or just give them to them so that they can have them uh, just on paper. So these are digital, and most students complete them digitally, and I can add in as many pages as I need for that week. But I do structure my Google Slides notebooks like this. Also, students have a reading journal, and this is done in Google Docs. And as you can see, it's a little bit more colorful in Google Docs. They can um, just log what they read for each day: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and there is a Friday one as well, not on this slide. But if they need the journal in print, this can be easily printed out, so students can have that. But again, when it comes to equity, I try to make sure that students have everything digitally or in print, regardless, so that they have the same learning experience, although it just may be without the technology. And I forgot to add also that my students do not get to take Chromebooks home from school. They are not assigned Chromebooks in that way. Some schools in our district are, but our school does not allow for that. So this is the way that I have come up with dealing with that. I can send them home with this if need be. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope you were able to learn something from it, and I look forward to hearing your responses to it. See you next time.